Well, first of all, just on a personal note, what type of accomplishment do you feel it is to have your first 30-30 season?
I mean, it's good, and you look at it that way. Definitely a lot of hard work we put in since the beginning of the season. Antoine did an unbelievable job. I mean, he's been helping me since day one, so I think I give him all the credit. He's the one who put me in this situation and it's spot to do what I've done.
At what point did you start to feel as comfortable as you clearly are now on the base pass that something like this could be a possibility?
I mean, halfway through the season, we just started thinking and talking, and I started learning what he's been teaching me since day one, and I started, seeing it. In the past, I was kind of like a little shaky, but I was getting more comfortable on the bases, believing more in what he has, and this is what he got me up here.
Tonight, Ranger Suarez was obviously phenomenal. What makes him so difficult when he's on his game like that?
I feel like he was attacking the strike zone. His ball moved big time, and he was attacking the strike zone. He wasn't running away from hitters. He was just pounding the strike zone and actually pounding the corners of the plate. He was just throwing the ball amazing today. Slider was working, sinker was working. I feel like every pitch that he threw, it was working for him, and he was kind of like landing in every spot.
Going back to the 30-30, only 15 players in Major League history have gone 40-30. You have a real chance to do that. What would that mean to you?
For me, it means a lot. It's part of your journey, your career, but at the end, we just got to think about the team. If you accomplish that, what we're trying to do here is help the team as much as I can. So I know it's going to be fun, but definitely what I can help the team in either way, if it's running or hitting.
What's your level of concern about the team right now? Your team is 31-45 in the last 76 games. Not playing up to the standard you said earlier.
I mean, it's just tough stretch right now. We just got to find a way how to play better baseball. Attack early, trying to come out and give some room to the starters so they can work a little bit more freely. Yesterday was a tough one. Today was a tough one too. Where we kind of shake a little bit on the offensive side. I feel like we just got to play better baseball.
What do you make of the offensive inconsistency? There are some series where you guys score a ton of runs, and then some like these last ones where you're struggling a little bit.
I don't know. We're trying to figure out what is going on. But we're definitely working. I mean, those guys out there, they're working really hard. From the top to the bottom. They come in every day. They come in hitting early, doing their stuff. So I think we're doing anything we can to try to get out of it. But, it's part of the game.
These last few games, you guys have faced some pitchers who have pitched outstanding. I mean, they've looked practically unhittable at times. Do you credit them more, or do you think this is, an issue with the offense right now? Should you guys be able to sort of make something happen against these pitchers?
I think sometimes you got to give them credit, when they land pitches on the corners and they do it all night, it's not easy to hit off. We hitters, we hit mistakes, and we're just waiting for the mistakes to do damage. And when those guys like that, they're just hitting the corners and getting calls right on the edge, it's really tough to do some damage of them.
Sean, what was the difference for you after that second inning?
Said, screw it. Can't get any worse. And just let go and started the pitch.
What does that mentality allow you to do? Like, how would you describe what you were feeling, how you were pitching in those first 2 innings versus after you decided to change the mentality?
It's a letting go of all these things that I want to do, and just going out and pitching, just trying to be free. And I feel like I actually did that the third through the fifth, and that's just the biggest differentiator right there.
Any encouragement you take out of that in terms of, after a tough couple of firsts, you're able to kind of settle down and keep your team in the game? Is there any kind of a encouragement factor in that to get the next start?
Yeah. The last 3 innings, felt really, really good. Definitely something to build off of. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely happy with those 3 innings, but obviously the first 2 weren't great.
What was just your level of frustration after the first couple innings?
A lot. I mean, it's hard to put into words. I'm very, very frustrated with myself, and for it to continue like this is, very, very frustrating.
From a team standpoint right now, how do you see this group as the season winds down? It's now 9 back in the division. What's your real sense of do you think this team is feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta, we just gotta do our thing. It's a tough hill to climb right now, but I know the boys in here are ready for that challenge. So, at the end of the day, we just gotta put things together, and I think we have the group to do that.
After your last strikeout there in the 5th, you let out like a yell, like a shout. It seemed like you were just letting out some frustrations there or something. What was going through your mind at that time?
Yeah, it wasn't directed at Bryce or anything like that. It was, just, like I said, that I've been holding on to things so tightly, and felt good to actually have some cleanings, and it's just a culmination of that.
Carlos pulled you down into the tunnel after that second inning. When you talk about the shift in mentality, how much did that conversation spark maybe what you were able to do the last 3?
Yeah, Mendy, believes in me. So why can't I believe in myself? And it was just kind of a message: just go out there and we're gonna do this thing, and it's nice to hear from the leader of this team.
Do you think this potentially could be a turning point for you, just in terms of the way you approached the game?
I can only control the things I control, so I'm just going to build off of this, the last couple innings, and just continue doing what I've been doing.
How difficult has this stretch been for you this season?
Yeah, I mean, hasn't been fun. It's been very, very frustrating. I don't really know how to describe it.